called a New York Minute. We don't have that in California. We don't have a San Francisco Minute or a Los Angeles Minute, but you have a New York Minute. This city, my father actually went to Columbia, so I have roots in New York. My father actually grew up here. He was born in Minnesota, but grew up here. And when I first became Muslim, I came to this city from California, and I was very young, and it was very overwhelming to be in this city. You can go outside now, it looks as crazy today as it did back then. It's just different, but it's still crazy. And when I came here, I hooked up with the Muslim community that was here. And amongst them was Imam Abdul Rashid. I was actually caught in the middle of a gunfight in Harlem. I'm not making this up. You couldn't make this up. And he remembers too. You know, I was like selling books, and suddenly some people start shooting at each other. Said, "Welcome to New York." That was my welcome. I'm coming from California. People smoke marijuana in California. Everything's slow. We have medical marijuana, and everybody's sick in California, so everybody's stoned. Right? So you know, that was my welcome to California, welcome to New York. And then, in order to survive here, people used to sell jewelry. So I actually went, and they taught me how to do it. Went and bought silver from the Koreans. Went down to Greenwich Village. I was there with a man named Abdul Qadir. I don't know if he's still alive. He got stabbed while I was here, but he was from Georgia. And we were walking one day. This is a true story. We were walking one day, and there was a prostitute, and there was 4 or 5 guys from New Jersey. They had Jersey plates, white guys in his cars, African-American prostitute, and they started talking to her. And we walked by, and this guy, Abdul Qadir, on with says, "Sister, don't get in that car." She said, "I'm not getting in that car." Well, one of the guys gets out of the car with a baseball bat and said to him, "What's it to you?" And I swear to God, he was probably 6'3" or something. He looked like an ex-football player. He walked up to this guy. He'd been in prison. He walked up to this guy and right up to his face, and he said, "I'm a Muslim. We don't hit first, so you go ahead and take your best shot." And this guy just got in the car, and with their tail between their legs, drove back to New Jersey. So that's a New York state of mind, right? So that was the state of mind that I was getting into, a little scary. So I was ready to go overseas to the Middle East, study Arabic. Right? Seriously, I was here studying Ebonics, but I went over and studied Arabic. But it was a good experience for me to see this community here, because I was part of history. I was at State Street. I went to Atlantic Avenue. I saw Muhammad Ali when he used to give those khutbahs there, and there was a brother, African-American, very light-skinned, Imam Ibrahim, who had studied overseas. I met Sheikh Dawood, Sister Khadija. I mean, I went up to Sheikh Dawood's room and saw this incredible-looking man dressed in a Moroccan robe and had his barnoose on and his yellow sandal. I'll never forget. This is the first time I ever saw Bulga, yellow sandal, looking down. Saying, you went up there, it was like, you know, it was a ritual to go up and visit